Okay, let's get into how to create a deal and a quote so that you can provide an estimate to your prospects so you can get more jobs. The first step always starts with filling out the assessment form because that is what is going to trigger the system to automatically create the deal and the work site. So I'm going to go ahead and pretend to be Erica Sanchez. I'm Erica and I need help with my home. I'll put my email in and put my phone number in. And I live in Frankenmuth, Michigan. And I have a single family home. I say I need a new roof. And I currently have an asphalt roof. My square footage, let's say, is 2,500 or so. It's been more than 10 years since we had a roof. And I have age, wear, and tear. I need a new roof when I have this. And I'm going to confirm that I will accept your communication so that I can get my confirmation emails and texts. And then I come to the form and I fill out the form because I need to set an appointment. And this is when I'm available. And I need to put my address in so that the seller knows where to go. And Baker Road, Frankenmuth, Michigan, 48734. Okay, so now I have an appointment with the seller, and the seller gets a notification that there's an appointment. It's set up on their calendar, easy peasy, nothing to it. Okay, so here we are on Erica's contact record, and you can see that there's automatically the worksite created and the deal created. And if the seller wants to know where she lives, they can click right here and get straight to the map and hit directions and get over to her house. And let's say they went there, they're at her house, they're trying to do a quote. They're going to go to the work site because this is a place that needs service, and they're going to put in the data. So it's not that much you have to put in. Now, if you just know the number of squares, you can just put that in, but I'm just going to show you. So if I put in the labor rate and the tear off rate and the roof pitch and the total base square feet, which let's say it's 1,800. Now what's going to happen is it's going to automatically calculated the pitch factor, and now it's automatically going to calculate. This isn't calculated for anything. It's just a data point you put in. It automatically creates the roof squares from the data. So all these fields have like calculations behind them, and I'll show you what that looks like. But now I can see down here how much labor is going to cost. I got the tear off labor. I got how many underlayment quantities I need, ice and water shield, drip edge pieces, starter strip. What else I got? Ridge cap shingles, roof fasteners, and pipe boots and flashings. Now these are customizable. I just did some research online, and these are the numbers and measurements that came up for like what is typical, but we can totally customize it. And I have calculations on the back end, which I'm going to jump into my PowerPoint and show you right now. So here you go. This is what we'll talk about in the onboarding process. What data do you collect to do the estimates? Can you use calculations? You need to put it in manually. So we're going to figure all that out. But in this scenario, this is how I set it up with these different calculations. I'm going to go back into HubSpot. And so now I have everything. This is so cool. Watch how easy it is. I'm going to come over to the deal now. And I got all the numbers on the work site right here. I put them all on, and I'm going to say that I need an asphalt roof. So it's going to pick it. And this, again, this is customizable. So we'll do however you want to do it. But in this example, I got a roof, an asphalt roof and a metal roof programmed. So I'm just going to wait a second because what's happening now is I have a workflow going that is going to show you or put the line items in with the quantities from what you put in and what was calculated. So I'm going to hit refresh. And I have my 10 line items on here. Everything's all done. So cool. Very easy. I'm going to say, show me all the line items. And you can see like there's, what is this? 3 underlayment and then, 3 underlayment. Where's my underlayment? Right here. Shingles, 21, $4,300. So once we get our products in there, this all automatically does it so easy. Now you say, well, I need to edit this or something. No problem. Go ahead and edit it. You can review it. You can edit the quantities. You can delete. You can add new products, like maybe they need something else. You can do all of that here. So once you're done, you're going to go back to the deal. And since you have your line items, now you need to create the quote. So you go add quote, and you just go through the steps here. It doesn't take only a couple minutes, not even a couple minutes, a couple seconds. So this is me and the sender. So now it pulls in those line items that we had. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and create the quote, which is very easy. Just hit add, and then as the contact information gets pulled in, my information gets pulled in. Let's see what else. You have all your line items that got pulled in from the quote. Now you can't see because I'm in the way, so I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to show you down here. There's a payment schedule. So turn on the payment schedule. I can do installment 1 upon receipt, payment 2 maybe on a specific date. I can add another payment installment if you want to do 2 or 3 or 4, however many. And then once that's done, I'm going to go back to full screen. You have a place where you can include a signature, and then I can make Erica sign it. I can also do a counter signature for me, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to turn on to accept payments, and then I'm going to hit next. Oops, next. I have information here, like this is the quote link. And then if there's an expiration, maybe in 30 days. And then check this out. Super easy. I have this program too. It programmed everything as much as I could, which we customized during the onboarding process. But I just want to do examples so you know what can be or what I think should be, at least at a minimum, programmed in. So I'm going to just type in pound BC, and that's for buyer comments. So I'll click that. And it says, hey, we look forward to working with you. And then under purchase terms, I'm going to hit pound PT, and it pulls in the purchase terms, which can be edited if you want, right here on the fly. And then you're going to hit next. And that's it. You're going to review it, make sure everything looks good. Get your signature, make your first payment. They could download or print or whatever they want to do. You're going to create the quote, which gives you a link that you can go ahead then and email to the client or text it. So I'll take this link, I copied it, close, and now I want to send it to Erica. So then I would just go to activities, email, create email, and then I have a template. Again, trying to program it for you. Roof estimate, select. It's got all the copy. It says, thank you for considering. Here's the estimate that we discussed. And so here, all I have to do is paste in the link. And I already have all my documents. So I've got, a little error there. I'll fix it. Insurance, workers' compensation, your surety bond, builder's license, warranty information, maintenance and care, whatever you want to do. But these are the documents that are stored in HubSpot. And I'll show you that in a minute. But there you go. So then you just hit send and you're good to go. And then let's say I want to send a text to, I got to get this guy out of the way as well. Now I don't have the text object here on the deal. So I would have to go to Erica's contact record. And then over here I have the text. I'll go send message. And then it's not set up because it's a demo site. I couldn't activate it. But you could have the same template here in the text and then just paste your link. Just the same exact thing in an email and a text. And now your client has the quote. That's how easy it is. And then you'll see on the deal that it automatically put the deal amount. And then you'll notice here the deal stage. You probably didn't notice it at the beginning, but when the form was first filled out, it said initial inquiry. But because when the meeting was scheduled, it automatically changes it to assessment scheduled. But now that I sent the quote as a seller, I manually change it because the system won't be able to tell exactly that the estimate was sent. So now the estimate's been sent. I can set a task for myself to follow up. I mean, hopefully you can close this all right there at the appointment, which would be great. Because then what will happen is the client can come in and just go ahead and see, I'm going to just copy this link again and throw it in here so you can see what the quote looks like. So here's the quote online. and it's got all the line items, everything. So Erica could go ahead and sign. So you have to verify your signature with your email. So there's a couple steps that the client has to do, but hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. You don't have to. The signature is if you want to or not. I mean, it's totally up to you. And then once they sign, then this make payment button will turn blue, and they can go ahead and make their first payment. So once the deal is created, you can go onto your phone on the mobile app and you can get to the deal and the quote. And then you can actually, with the customer in front of you, you could take their credit card and do this, with them if you want to help create the payment, or they can just do it themselves. So it's totally up to you and how you want to do it, what works best for your sales process. But that is how easy it is to get your quote out there.